Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is.
Stop being such a fucking degenerate.
Your time will be over!
Y'all don't represent truth, y'all don't represent justice, y'all represent evil.
What's up, degenerates? Welcome back to Degeneration Nation, or as always, if you're new here, welcome. Today's Parasite goes by the name Live BD, and yeah, he's definitely not too swift. He gets owned more than once. You'll see later in the video, I'm not going to give it away. So without further ado, let's roll it.
Alright, I'm here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Right off the bat, I'd like to apologize to all the people of South Carolina for having to deal with this tool in your state. My heart goes out to you.
United States Post Office. And this is the main branch here. Let's see if this door's open. Oh, look at here.
This has to be one of the few that actually show what Postal 7 really says. Of course, by showing it, he owned himself right off the bat, but that really shouldn't be a surprise to anyone.
My name is Jeff.
What a Rhodes Scholar this idiot is. He actually believes this argument is going to work. I'm dead.
Hey. Are you always this crowded?
No, well, actually not at this time.
I'm being facetious. I just want one stamp.
Sure.
You have to be pretty lame to only buy a single stamp to justify your harassment and be pretending to fight for rights that no one asked you to.
The Northeast branch, every time I go there, they got a line out the door.
Yeah, like especially like around this time, like 5 o'clock.
Really? I didn't want to hear that. I was expecting you to know your rules and regulations here. I'm glad you know them. Thank you.
Change to 45 cents.
All right. Thank you.
Now put out your receipt.
Okay.
Service at the bottom.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Yes. Now, you're not aware of your Poster 7?
Cause the pot can't call the kettle black.
Au contraire, mon frere. They aren't the ones who are ignorant about Poster 7. That would be you.
No, what are you recording though?
Oh, well, I'm
Because
recording
I didn't
you.
give you permission to record me, so I know you can't.
Do I
record
need your
me.
permission?
Yeah. You
Since
can't
when?
record you. And you definitely can't record me without my.
Really? Who told you that?
Yeah.
You're not aware of your rules and regulations? You got a 2016 poster out there. It's been up there for 6 years.
So help me understand. Let me just.
Yeah.
And we can mail it off.
Check with your
Actually, the one
postmaster.
Okay, because I know it kept going back to that apartment.
Thank you.
And I wasn't even living there, and I would go and check the mailbox.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
Pretty good. You work here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing? Can I get your name?
No, you cannot. Are you with the media?
Well, I'm not answering any questions if you're not going to give me your name.
He won't answer because the moron already knows he isn't the media. Watch how much he deflects.
Who are
Okay,
you?
you've been
You're
told-
not even in uniform.
You've been told to leave the press.
No, I haven't.
That's not what they told me.
I don't even know who you are. Do you?
Okay, I'm a postal inspector. I'm
You're a
police.
postal inspector.
Yes,
Oh, you
sir.
are? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Let me see that again.
Leave the property right
May
now.
I see that again?
No, you may not. You've been told.
Is that a
you're
real badge?
trespassing.
What are you, fucking stupid?
Yeah, I'm a federal agent. You
You're
are
a federal
trespassing.
agent?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
what is your name, sir?
Leave the
You're a
property.
federal. If you are a real federal agent, you will give me your name.
You will leave the property, or you will be detained and arrested by the City of Columbia Police.
Really?
Yes.
And you're a postal inspector?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can I get a badge number?
6087.
6087. And who is your supervisor?
Steve Stebbins.
Steve Stebbins. Okay. Well, if you're telling me to leave, I'll leave.
I've been told that you were already told to leave.
No, nobody's told me to leave.
We didn't ask you to leave.
No, ma'am.
I did.
No, you did not. I wanted to show you your rules and regulations. Are you aware of the rules and
Yeah,
regulations?
I have them right here, actually.
Great,
And
okay.
You're not allowed to film in a post office.
Okay,
unless
where
you
does it
give
say
permission.
that? Where does it say that?
Says photographing for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in interest lobbies
There you go.
or auditoriums when used for public meetings. Are you having a public meeting?
No,
you are not.
read that again now. You're a postal
Or when
inspector?
you're told by security force personnel or authorized
Okay, you
personnel.
are security force personnel.
Leave the premises.
Okay.
You are trespassing.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Okay.
Can you talk to me outside?
No.
I think you need to reread that because you're misreading that. But if you're a postal inspector, I will leave.
I'm a postal inspector and I've asked you to leave 3 times
Okay,
already.
I'm leaving. And what do I have? Do I have to leave the lobby?
You have to leave the property.
I have to leave the whole property.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to follow up with your supervisor. I'm going to get you trained on the rules and regulations.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
I'll say
Okay.
the same thing.
Okay. Wow. A postal inspector doesn't even know the rules and regulations here.
You are really embarrassing yourself here, but please, go on.
How you doing, officer?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Well, I got some following up to do. You got a postal inspector that doesn't even know the rules and regulations here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready! But wait! There's more!
Now here is the second time he was owned, and if you think he got owned at the post office, just wait until you hear him against the supervisor. Pitiful. Really pitiful. Honestly, if that was me, I wouldn't show my face around anymore.
Postal Inspector Stebbins.
Mr. Stebbins, hey, this is Brian. I was returning your call. I guess I left you a message Friday about an incident that occurred there Friday afternoon. Yeah, are you aware of that?
I was told that there was a customer that was filming in the lobby, but that was it. Is that what you're calling about?
Yes, sir. I just had a few questions.
Sure, what's your question?
Well, I had an individual, he identified himself as a postal inspector in plain clothes, and he didn't identify himself. He flashed a badge.
Okay.
Notice how he didn't mention that the postal inspector gave his badge number? Yeah, that wasn't accidental.
And he told me that he threatened to detain me and arrest me and told me I was trespassing.
You liar, you. I'm good at lying.
Another lie. Color me shocked. He didn't say that he would arrest you. He said that the police department would.
And I was just wanting to know, is that a federal agent He said that you were his supervisor also.
Yeah, he's a federal agent.
Okay, and what is his name?
Why do you need to know his name? It's my understanding that you did not tell him your name. Is that correct?
He didn't ask for my name.
I smell bullshit.
That's not the report I received, but he did. And he identified himself as a federal agent. It's my understanding he gave you his badge number, which
He did.
is compliant with our policies.
Okay, so he's within policy. All right.
Yep.
And is he aware of the rules and regulations on postal property regarding First Amendment protected activity?
All right. Well, see, you've got two things there. One is he's aware of the rules and regulations the Postal Service sets forward. There's not specific rules regarding First Amendment activity. There's no outline that says this is what's protected by the First Amendment. So there are no postal rules that are stipulating First Amendment rights. There are rules stipulating behavior on the Postal Service that have limitations to come from the First Amendment. But there's no First Amendment rules by the Postal Service.
Okay, well,
obviously the First Amendment's in the Constitution, right?
Yeah, I'm not an attorney, so you know, I do know that the rules that says photographs for news purposes may be taken in lobbies, and that's where I was, and I think he thought I was in an auditorium.
No, I mean, I think he knew you were in a lobby, sir. He asked you if you were media, and you said you were not.
No, that's
so
not
you
true.
You cannot be reporting the news, if that's the case. Here are the rules as they are stipulated. Yes, that on the page where it states that that news media for news purposes can film, but no filming can be done behind the counter line. No filming can be done of any transactions between a clerk and a customer.
Right.
And no one can obstruct, I guess one can say, the ingress or egress of customers. So it also says that postal security personnel or anyone else that works for the Postal Service can ask you to leave. And it's my understanding that you were asked. But, I mean,
yes.
it doesn't matter. If you want to come to the lobby and film signs and film customers, you can. You can't film transactions. You cannot film behind the counter line.
Right. Now, when you say behind the counter line, you can't point a camera towards the counter line? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
So, do postal employees, do they have, do I need their permission to record them?
You don't have their permission. It's not permission that they can grant. You can't film them. You cannot film behind the counter line. So it doesn't mean that you're standing behind the counter line, because obviously you're not allowed back there. But you can't stand in the lobby and point your camera behind the counter line. You can film in the lobby if you so choose. I don't know why anyone would want to, but if that's what you want to do with your free time, that's fine. But you cannot film transactions, and you cannot film behind the counter line.
Okay, so you're saying I can't point my camera towards the postal employees doing their work?
Correct.
Wow, I've never heard that before. I was under.
Well,
I thought that.
But sir, why would you have heard that? What's the difference? I mean, I guess I don't understand your motivation.
Well, you can't. The way I understand it is you can't trespass the eyes. So whatever someone can see that's in a public place, you can record as long as you're not getting personal information and.
Well, but it's not a public place.
The lobby is not public?
No, sir. It's not a public place. It's a federal facility. There's a difference. It's a federal facility where businesses transact. It's not a public place.
So where I was standing was not a public lobby?
You're inside a federal facility.
Correct. But
it's a lobby, and we're saying that you can film inside the lobby. Again, I have no idea why you'd want to spend your free time doing that, but if you so choose, you can.
Bud Light presents Real American Heroes.
Real American Heroes.
But you cannot film behind the counter line, and you cannot film customer transactions, and you cannot obstruct ingress or egress. That's it. I mean, you can ask me follow-up questions on that, but that is the policy.
When I read the rules before I went in there, and I'm pretty sure I was following the rules. And it says photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyer, corridors, comma, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel. So this agent was identifying himself as a security force personnel.
Okay, and did he say you could not film anymore?
Well, well, it says that if you're in an auditorium, signs and security force personnel can prohibit photography, but I was not in an auditorium. Do we agree on that?
Well, I mean, you were not in an auditorium, sir, but
Okay.
he's a security force personnel, and he can ask you to stop filming if he so chooses, which is what it says. But, I mean, either way, sir, I mean, I don't really, again, if this is what you feel that you want to do or need to do with your free time, that's great. I don't, that's fine. I mean, everybody has their own desires, I guess. But, you know, I mean, if you were asked to leave and you asked you to leave, then
I did, and I did leave.
you could leave. Right, perfect. So, do you have any other follow-up questions on that?
Yes, I do. It says photographs. He read the rules right to me, and it says photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors. Right. So I was in a lobby, and I was taking photographs for news purposes. So
you were asked if you were with the media. You said you were.
Well, I asked him who he was. He was in plain clothes, and he wouldn't even show me his badge. He flashed it and threatened to detain me and arrest me and bullied me out of the post office.
Sir, I'm reading it.
Okay.
I can see it.
Then how?
When used for public meetings.
Or.
And all of that is except where prohibited.
It says or.
Right.
So anything before that doesn't apply. If I understand English.
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not how it's written. And again, we're in agreement that, you know, we're not attorneys here, right? So.
You're not an attorney?
It doesn't matter, sir.
Are you saying you're not?
I'm a federal agent.
You're not an attorney, is what you're saying?
I'm a federal agent, is what I'm saying.
Okay, but are you an attorney?
That's irrelevant. I'm a federal agent. It doesn't matter if I'm an attorney or not. I'm a federal agent. I'm talking to you as a federal agent.
Okay.
I cannot be talking to you as an attorney if I was or wasn't, because I'm talking to you as a federal agent. That's how you call me in this capacity.
Okay. All right.
So, no, I am not a federal agent or an attorney, but it doesn't matter because you're asking me questions. But if you don't have any more questions, right? Again, you can do whatever you want to do with your free time, and that's fine. I don't really understand your motivation or the fact that you would have this much free time, but now you're kind of encroaching on my time. I think I've asked all your questions. You can photograph inside the post office lobby as long as you don't, one, photograph behind the counter lines, two, photograph customer transactions, or three, impede ingress and egress of customers and employees.
Okay. The first one you said.
Those are the rules.
Okay. So you're saying that you can trespass my eyes?
Sir, I'm saying you can't video, so I don't know about your eyes. So I'm not talking about your eyes. We're talking about videoing. Okay.
It's.
So you don't really have any more questions.
I do.
The same question, and I answer the question, sir. So unless you have something else to ask besides the same question for a fifth time, I don't. If you want to ask the same question over and over, hoping to get a different answer, I'm not sure, but I'm going to answer the same question the same way. You keep asking the same question. Do you have anything else to ask?
I don't think this agent understands the rules and regulations.
Right, well, I'll make sure to go over the rules.
Can you do that, please? Because I think he was misreading that, and I'm not going to call him a liar, but he's not being completely honest with you about what occurred there, because I have it all recorded.
This really makes you wonder if they know the meaning of the word truth. My money is on no.
Okay.
I've recorded the whole incident. Is there an agreement between the post office and the City of Columbia Police Department to give the Columbia Police Department authority on federal property?
Yes.
Oh, there is? And how could I find that? What is that called?
You could do a FOIA request to the City of Columbia Police Department if you wish.
And what would it be? What would I ask for?
That, sir, you'll have to figure on your own. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But you're sure that there is an agreement?
Yes.
I'm sure there's
an agreement.
Okay.
But I don't know what that agreement's called, and nor does it matter. I just know that if 911 call is called in the City of Columbia at the post office. The city of Columbia PD will respond.
Okay. Well, it kind of does matter because he was threatening to arrest me or have me arrested by the city of Columbia for...
I don't think he was threatening anything. Again,
he did. He did. He said that if I did not leave, that he would detain me and he would have the...
Well, that's not a threat. He threatened you no physical harm. That's not a threat.
Well, an arrest is physical.
Sir, he was stating the facts. That's
right.
Not a threat.
He intimidated me. He intimidated me.
I mean, pussy. And that's subjective, and I guess in the eyes of the beholder. But
right.
Either way, sir, he asked you to leave. You refused. He asked you your name. You refused. He asked you to meet. You said no.
That's not true.
You were asked to leave. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter.
I mean, being the rules with him as you requested, but
okay. I don't know your procedures, so I don't work for the federal government, so I don't know. I just know what he's telling you is not true.
All right. Well, sir, I will look into it, and I appreciate you calling me and letting me know that this happened.
Okay.
And, we will look into it.
I have one more question. If I return to that lobby, is this agent going to threaten and intimidate me and accuse me of trespassing and detain me and have me arrested?
I don't know, sir. It depends on your actions. It really does.
Well, my actions are going to be lawful.
Yeah, because your actions worked so well for you the first time.
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Sir, if you act in a lawful manner, then there would be no reason to do that. But if you act in an unlawful manner, then yes, you will probably be detained.
Okay, Friday.
So that applies to every single American citizen or non-American citizen. Anybody that walks in the post office lobby anywhere in the world who acts lawfully will be treated as a lawful person. Who acts unlawfully there will be ramifications, possibly arrest, depends on the unlawful activity.
Don't federal agents have to act lawfully as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you saying he acted unlawfully? Is this another complaint you have?
I do, because what I... Well, the First Amendment. You know, I was conducting a First Amendment protected... You laughed, sir, but I'm protected by the First Amendment.
Sorry there, Cupcake, but the First Amendment does not cover harassment. And that's all you idiots do. It was never about the First Amendment. It was just to see how far you could push people to make money on YouTube.
I appreciate it.
Well, it's frustrated that I go into it on federal property.
The First Amendment thing, all right, that's fine. You obviously have a lot of free time on your hands. You want to do this, that is fine. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do and film stuff in the lobby. As long as you don't do the three things that I've said 5 times, I'm not going to mention it again because you're wasting my breath at this juncture.
Okay.
I appreciate that you called and had a complaint. We will address the complaint as we do all complaints.
And can you do one other thing? Can you inform the postal employees of Poster 7, specifically photographs for news purposes may be taken in interested lobbies, foyers, and corridors lawfully, and that...
Sir, they're aware of the rules.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Because I have it recorded here.
And then I guess you're doing everyone a great service by letting them all know, but...
Well, I think they need to be educated.
Apparently, you don't have a job to do. We all have jobs to do. We're going to do those jobs, sir. And you have now taken up a lot of my time. So we're past exercising your First Amendment. Now you're encroaching on my time. I've answered your questions. I've answered your one more question 6 different times. So I hesitate to ask you if you have anything else because I don't really want to change this conversation.
Well, I
appreciate your time, sir, and I will take your complaints into consideration. Thank you very much and have a great day.
All right. Well, I take the First Amendment very seriously.
You got owned!
That's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it around. I'm also very interested in what you have to say, so please leave a comment below. Until next time, later days.
Do you see any scraps? Do you see any? Yeah. Big shut the fuck up and listen!